All right, easy bakers, since you have been home for a few days, I know you done ran out of bread. So here's your girl showing you guys how to make some homemade whole wheat healthy bread for you and your kids to still have sandwiches while Walmart and everything else about to shut down. This bread is so good. I love it. Anyways, so first you're going to start off with some warm water. Into that water, you're going to add your yeast. And I also, before you add the yeast, I added a teaspoon of sugar. Then I added the yeast, and then I'm gonna stir that around and let that sit in until it proofs. And you know when it proofs, when it starts to smell like yeast and it kind of bubbles up. Now we're gonna go ahead and start on our dry ingredients. I have 4 cups of whole wheat flour. To that, I'm adding my dry milk with my salt. I'm gonna take my whisk and I'm gonna stir that around. And I like to, y'all know me, I like to stir everything around just so I can make sure everything is evenly combined. Now to my warm water, I'm gonna add some vegetable oil as well as honey. You guys, don't worry, I'm gonna have all of my ingredients down in the description box below. So once I add the honey and stuff to my liquid, I'm gonna stir it around with the whisk. Then I'm gonna pour that liquid into my dry ingredients. Now, you do not have to use a stand mixer for this. You will just, if you're gonna do it by hand, only thing you just need to knead it for 15 to 20 minutes. So with my stand hook, it doesn't take me that long. I just have to keep it going for about 7 minutes. And it's going to look kind of like this. I opened it up, I was like, okay, it looks pretty good. Let me kind of feel it, touch it around, do what I need to do. And depending on if it's really tacky, you need to put it back in there. Now, so I'm just gonna place it in a large bowl oiled with some vegetable oil, wrap it in saran wrap, and let that sit in a warm spot until it double in size. And it could take 2 hours to double in size. So if it's been about 2 hours, you're like, man, why this thing ain't double? Put it somewhere else that's a little warmer and let it double in size. So now that it has double in size, I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready for the loaf pan. Mind you, you do want a loaf pan and you wanna go ahead and spray that with some non-stick spray. Alrighty, so when you're going to prepare it, as you can see, I'm kind of just pressing it out. I deflated it and I'm kind of pushing it down, pushing it out. And I use my pan to guide me with how long and how thick it needs to be. So once I get the size right, then I go ahead and fold it up into like a little loaf, like a little meatloaf bread. And I pinch the sides. You always want to make sure it's closed by pinching the sides. And you're going to go ahead and place it back into your prepared pan. I just used some pan spray and I floured that like I do my cakes. And now we're going to go ahead and lightly wrap that again. I shouldn't have pushed it down, y'all. I don't know why I pushed it down. I'm just doing too much. Lightly cover it with saran wrap and my dish towel. Let that rise again until you want your bread to be above the line of it, but mine's never do. Anywho, so since it's like that and it's been it done rolls for about 2.5 hours, I said forget it. Let's put this thing in that oven. And I baked it for about 45 minutes on 350. I'm knocking on it to make sure no one's home. If it's hollow, that's how you know it's done. So here it is. Once it's cooled completely, I let it cool on my drying rack. I'm going to take my dull behind bread knife. Y'all, if anything I need for Christmas, I need some knives, honey. I need to really invest in some knives. Y'all see how I'm like, this don't make no darn sense. But I do want to tell you, whole wheat bread is dense. It's not like air and fluffy that you get with white bread, you know, because wheat is dense. So I just want to prepare you guys. This is denser than the manufactured white bread. So you're all done with your bread. And if you guys haven't tried my chicken marsala, I think you should because it's the bomb. Thank you, Easy Bakers. As always, stay safe, stay cute. Follow me up on IG at Daverney Freeman. Drop a comment with what you want me to cook.